The Department of Justice today highlighting America's dire need for immigration reform. Deputy Assistant Attorney General Ed O'Callaghan telling reporters our immigration system is filled with loopholes that threaten national security on a daily basis. Take a listen.
I know that foreign terrorist organizations, transnational criminal organizations, and other individuals and entities that wish to harm the United States undoubtedly seek to exploit weaknesses in our immigration system when it benefits them in accomplishing their unlawful schemes. President Trump's immigration policy is designed to serve the interests of national security.
Joining me now is Dr. Sebastian Gorka, an author and former strategist to President Trump, now a Fox Business national security strategist. Dr. Gorka, these were extraordinarily sobering words. I hadn't heard O'Callaghan before, but I think he made the point very clearly, very soberly, without exaggerating, just laying out the figures. But some in the media still didn't get it. There was one reporter who asked a question saying, should we really be concerned if terrorists are here in the United States, even though they commit their terrorism in places like Syria? In other words, it's okay to have them just roaming around the U.S. as long as they don't do terrorism here.
That press conference was very impressive, David, and it's just a reality check for all Americans. The reality is that we face a global threat. I like the term that comes out of the Director of National Intelligence's office, which is the global jihadi movement. There is no front line. It's not an issue of whether somebody does something bad 8,000 miles away in Iraq or whether they do something here. It is one ideology. Whether you're beheading an American citizen in Syria or whether you're blowing up a pressure cooker bomb on the streets of Boston, it's the same enemy. And that's what this individual, the Deputy Attorney General, was telling us about.
And what these people in the press corps, I mean, frankly, what we have seen over the past week, first with what happened a week ago where the president opened the cameras to his immigration discussion, which was quite open, quite reasonable. Then we had yesterday the doctor come out and talk about his health, very reasonable. But you saw the press reacting to these events with hysteria. I think Americans are beginning to realize that all of the anti-Trump criticism we've been receiving is based on a very thin reed indeed.
It's beyond that, I think, David. I think yesterday, anybody who watched that press conference with the Vice Admiral may have thought they were watching an SNL skit. I mean, seriously.
I think we may see it on SNL this Saturday, but go ahead.
We have people who are supposed to be White House correspondents asking a Vice Admiral, what is the president's waist size? Does he still get 2 scoops? And does he have dentures? That's a skit. This isn't journalism. This is the apotheosis of fake news.
And then you have the case of Senator Flake. You know, he's a serious senator. He's done some good over the years in focusing on some of the pork and waste in government. But he has sort of bought into this anti-Trump train to the point where he's comparing him to a man who killed 40 million Russians. I mean, this is beyond the pale, is it not?
It's shameful. Senator Flake is an embarrassment to Congress, an embarrassment to our great nation. And on behalf of my dead parents and all people like them who actually lived under Stalinist regimes, my father was arrested and tortured as a young anti-communist. We demand an apology from this embarrassment of a politician. Remember, this is an individual who allegedly has an R after his name, who has spoken glowingly about Robert Mugabe, the dictator, as a pragmatist, and likewise has praised the dictatorship in Cuba. This man is an embarrassment to all that is good and wholesome.
By the way, as far as we could tell, there were 2 senators in the chamber at the time he was talking. But interestingly, he's getting as much flack from the left as he is from the right. If he was hoping to pick up some support from MSNBC or some generally people on the left, I don't know if he's going to get it because they were saying he was a big hypocrite because of the fact that he in the past has supported Trump. So I don't know to whom he is speaking right now.
I think he's speaking to his ego. He is irrelevant. He doesn't want to hand up his spurs, hang them up. He's trying to remain relevant in the most despicable way possible. And it's just delightful to see him receive, you know, the slings and arrows from both sides because he deserves it.
All right. Finally, the Chinese spy story. It's a very interesting story in its own right, but I've got to say that the Chinese spy, if one is to believe the government's case against him, was arrested for, among other things, keeping top secrets on his personal computer. Does that remind you of anybody?
Yes, this will be fascinating to watch. If this individual, and remember, this is one of the few areas of federal law where intent is irrelevant. If you merely mishandle classified information, you have committed a felony. If this person is prosecuted of a felony, then perhaps it's time to very robustly revisit Hillary's Servergate scandal.